Today I want to test several ways to become an admin in Brookhaven. I'm going to test secrets and glitches that make it look like you're an admin, like infinite speed glitches, and much more. And for that, I called my friend who's going to help me with this. He said, let's go. I want to be an admin, and I also want to be an admin. But now, he's getting in my car again. I'm going to drive this, because now I have to get to this other neighborhood, and I need to go through this part. But for some reason, there's a soldier back here who came to talk to me. He said, you have to take an intelligence test to enter the neighborhood. And apparently, to enter this neighborhood, I have to take a test to check my intelligence. So I'm going to do it because I'm sure I'll pass. But I'm not sure if my friend will pass because he's not very smart. And now I'm arriving here to take this test. And actually, this table is really weird. He said, come take your intelligence test. But guys, there are several items here on the table, and I'm a bit scared if I'm going to pass this test, because I'm going to test several ways to get admin commands in Brookhaven. He said, how much is 1 plus 5? And the answer is 6. So I just said the answer, and I want to see if I passed. And apparently, he picked up this sign and simply gave a score of 10. And that means I passed the test. But now it's my friend's turn to do it. So much so that the soldier is looking at him and calling his attention, so he'll take the test. And I want to see if my friend will pass. He said, how much is 1 plus 9? And that's really easy. But he said, let me think. But he just left here, and apparently he's thinking. And he started reading several books, and that's really weird. But the soldier is looking over here, and he said, you can go. And apparently I can move forward here, and that's really good. But now, my friend is studying to try to pass this impossible test. But I noticed that my friend is right here, so I'm coming here to get this other friend of mine, because he's going to help me do this. He said, I know an infinite speed glitch, and I also know an infinite speed glitch, which I'm going to test right now. And this is the first way to get infinite speed, and I want my friend to see this. And I'm using this avatar, and for those who don't know, I look like this because that way I can get infinite speed. But my friend is laughing because he doesn't know what this avatar does. But now, I'm going to jump right here, and I just got infinite speed. And you can see I'm getting really fast, and I'm really the fastest person of all, because I did the best speed glitch. Guys, I'm arriving here to see if he's okay, because he flipped the car, and now the car is back to normal. And I'm sure he doesn't believe this. He's even scared. And he said, how did you do that? Look, that's a secret. I won't tell him how I did that. But he can't drive his car, and his car is totally glitched, because I'm inside his car, and I made his car fly. And now he got out of the car, so I'm going to have to drive it. But I accidentally got out of the car, and now I finally got in here. But guys, it's impossible to drive this car. So up here, I'm going to increase its suspension, and now I can drive it. But my car is very hard to drive, because my character is hitting the ground, and that's making my car not drive properly. And my car isn't accelerating much, all because of the character. But he just got out of the car, and I don't know why he left. He said, let's do a race. And it looks like he got excited, but he picked the fastest car of all. And apparently he set it to Turbo 3, and he wants to race against me, but not exactly against my car. He wants to race against me myself. He wants me to come without a vehicle to compete against his car. But first, the race has to start back here, because I need a lot of space to start running. Perfect! This is the ideal place to start the race. And now he's coming here, and I noticed he's having trouble getting here, because his car is too fast. He has the fastest car of all. He said, is this the first way to become an admin? Yes, this really is the first way. But guys, I need to stop here urgently. Perfect! I'm stopped, and now I'm ready to start this race. But today, I'm going to test several other ways to become an admin in Roblox, and I'm going to test ways to fly, and much more. But first, I want to see if my friend passed the intelligence test. And apparently, he's studying a lot to figure out how to solve the math problem, even though the problem is very easy. But my friend stood up here, and he said, what was the question? Look, the question was really easy. It was simply, how much is 1 plus 9? And the answer is 10. I don't know how he doesn't know that. And now he got scared by that, not understanding how my friend didn't know how to solve it. He said, how does he not know that? Look, I don't know either, but I want to start the race. So I'm ready to beat my friend. And apparently it started, so I'm coming here running, and I'm sure I'm going to beat him. But I passed his car, which is the fastest car of all, and I simply won. And I just beat his car, which is impressive. But I can't stay still, and it's impossible for my character to stay still. But my friend got out of his car, so I'm going to get in here, and now I'm finally stopped, and I'm no longer at maximum speed. He said, how did you beat my car? Look, I don't know either, but I'm going to carry him so he can see how this works. So I'm arriving up front, and I'm going to try to get the maximum speed possible. So now I'm going back here, and I really am the fastest person of all. So I'm coming back here, and I'm still beating his car. But now, I'm getting back in this car, because I want to drive it. But again, I can't drive it. So now, I'm going to turn my avatar back to normal. Perfect! I'm back to normal. But he's looking here, and he said, but that avatar was perfect. Look, I know that. But today, I want to test several other ways to become an admin in Roblox. And I don't want to test just one way. I actually want to test several other ways. So now, I'm driving this car, but he couldn't come in here because this car only fits one person. So I'm getting out of here, and I'm going to carry him. And that's the only way for him to come in here. But now, I'm coming up front running, and I want to see if my friend passed the test, because it doesn't make sense means that he didn't pass the test. And it looks like he's still studying. And he's studying as much as he can. And that's really weird because my friend isn't very smart. But now the guard is looking over here and he opened the gate. And from what I noticed, there are some players here who are doing really weird tests because there's a basketball hoop and there's a player up here who's trying to make the shot. But every time he throws, he ends up missing. So I'm coming here to shoot because I know I'm going to make it. So I'm climbing up here, and it's my turn to do this. He's even watching here, and he said, I bet you won't make it. It's not even worth trying. And actually, I'm going to make it. And he says that like it's impossible. But now I got here, and I'm going to grab this ball and just make the shot here. And I'm sure I'm going to make it. And I really did it. And that was very easy. Even that player got surprised. But I'm going to make it one more time just to prove I'm really good. Perfect. I made it again. And now I'm going to make it again. Perfect. I threw it here and simply made it. And this is really easy. But the player is looking over here, and he tried to make the shot. And he made it for the first time. It really took a while, but he finally made it. He said, thank you so much. You taught me how to make the shot. But guys, suddenly he banned me, even though I helped him in Roblox. And that was very unfair, because I helped him, and I got banned. And now again, he's missing the shot. And that player is really weird. But now, I'm simply going to test other ways to become an admin in Roblox. He said, become an admin and ban him. Look, I really want to do that, because what he did was unforgivable. But I want to test a way to fly. And again, he's trying to make the shot, but he misses everything. So here on the right, I'm going to grab this red car, and now I'm going back to doing the most important tests in the game. He said, I'm going to play basketball, and apparently he's going to the player's house, which is something he shouldn't do, because there's a chance he could get banned. He got right here, and now he's going to try to make the shot, but if he makes it, he's going to get banned. But he just threw it here, and unfortunately he missed, so that means he's not getting banned. But that player is looking here, and he said, you're really bad. And now my friend got banned because he's bad, and I got banned because I'm good. So I don't know what I have to do to not get banned from the player's house. And he missed again. But now, I came down here because I want to see if my friend is going to make the shot. But again, he's reading books, and he just won't stop reading books. But now he's coming here to answer the player's question. He said, how much is 1 plus 9? And guys, I think the question changed because the previous question was different. My friend said 11, and that makes no sense. And now he probably got banned from here, and the player is going to write his score. And he's writing here, and the score was 0, and he failed. But my friend got in here, and now he can't enter the neighborhood through this gate anymore. So unfortunately, we're going to have to leave here and go in through this other gate, which is open. But I accidentally drove over the car, and now my friend is going to have to come in here. And he's coming here, but he's coming in a different way because he jumped over this fence and is going on the opposite side because the side he's going to is very slow, and this other side is very fast. But for some reason, he chose the hardest difficulty and isn't even moving. So now, he's finally arriving here, and he's going to have to get into this plane. And now he has to press this button, and apparently he pressed it, and he's going to have to teleport back here. And that's exactly what he did because he got this parachute. And now I'm going to have to go back here. And here on the right, I'm going to grab this item, and I'm going to have to carry my friend in Roblox. Perfect, that worked. And he said, this is the way to start flying. And this really is the way to start flying, which I'm testing now. But I'm going to get in my car, and if I hold my friend, my car gets lowered. And besides the car getting lowered, I can also start flying. So I'm going to get to this part. But now I need help from someone, and I need someone to grab a car here. But unfortunately, it can't be my friend. But a player showed up back here, and I don't know what he's doing here, and I don't know what happened. He said, I got banned. My own friend banned me from the house. Look, that's really sad, but I need help. I need him to grab a car while I'm here. I said, get a car, please. Look, his job is really simple. He's going to grab a car, and I'm going to have to carry my friend, and I'm going to start flying. And apparently he grabbed a car, but it didn't work, and now he grabbed a bus, and now I'm simply flying because I'm holding my friend. And that worked really well, but not as well as I thought. He said, it's better if you drive the car. And that's true. Here on the right, I'm going to get a car. And this time I grabbed a taxi because it's going to be really interesting. So the player is going to have to come here, and for some reason he's waiting for me, and actually I'm back here, and now he finally got in here. But now I'm coming up front because I'm going to have to get to the mountain to start flying. But I don't know this player, and he's coming with me, and I really don't know who this player is. He said, I'm the creator of the game. Look, it's pretty obvious that's a lie. But now I'm coming up here, and I'm going to have to do this Roblox jump, and now hold my friend, and you can see I'm flying this way, and I'm really flying very far, and suddenly I hit the invisible wall. But this is starting to work. He said, wait, you can actually fly? Yes, you really can fly. But now I'm coming back here because I want to test other ways to do this. So I just jumped over this ramp and simply started flying. And this is really interesting. But if I go down here and grab this orange truck, and after I get it, I'm going to click this button up here to raise the suspension, and I'll be able to fly really far. But I need to reverse all the way to this Roblox ramp. And for some reason my friend is here. So much so that the guard is coming over to talk to him because he wants to see what's going on. But now I'm running back here, and I don't know if I'm going to hit this. And apparently I missed, and it kind of worked, but it could have been better. here. He said, this time you'll make it. And it's pretty obvious that this time I will make it because the distance to the ramp is really short. So this time it's going to be easy to hit it. Now I'm running back here. Now I'm going to turn my car and I'm just going to fly far away. And this is the second way to start flying. So I want to test another way to fly in Brookhaven. But for that, I'm going to need help. And I also have to get a different car on the right. Perfect. I got this car. And I just placed 2 seats here. And both of them have to come in. But my friend finally came here, and now they're going to have to carry several people. So much so that he just picked up this item, and this other player picked up this item too. And now let's get as many people in here as possible. I'm going to have to invite the guards to join this, and I hope they agree and accept to help us. So much so that he got right here, and he agreed. And that's really good. But now he arrived here, and he's also holding this item. And his friend also arrived here, and there are a lot of people here. But I'm going to have to go up here, and he has to open the gate. Perfect, he opened it. And this time I'm going to have to call players. First, I'm going to invite my friend, and I'm pressing this button, and he really has to help me do this. And it looks like he's in. But my car is starting to turn into a plane, and this player got right here. My friend said, don't let him see. Okay, this player isn't coming with us because I got banned from his house, and my friend also got banned. But I need to find more people to join this and make the biggest plane of all. And now another player joined who just arrived here, and he's also holding this item. But there are 3 people on this side and 4 people on this side, which means we need 1 more player. And I'm sure I'll be able to fly this way. But there's a player coming here, and now this really looks like a plane. So I have to try to start flying. Now I'm coming up front, but my car is really weird, and I don't know if I'll be able to start flying. So I jumped here, and it really didn't work very well. And now I'm going to try to jump the impossible Brookhaven ramp because it's really hard to jump this. The car is moving on its own, and now I'm accelerating up here just to start flying. But suddenly I crashed the car, and now another player arrived. So I'm accelerating here, but it didn't work very well. And again I crashed the car, and the car is starting to glitch. And this is really weird because there are some players inside the wall who are glitching the car. And this is really very weird. And now the car is totally stuck, and it's really strange. I've never seen a Brookhaven car like this, flying exactly like this, and it's almost going inside the wall. So I'm trying to get out, but it's hard. I'm really stuck forever. Guys, I'm a very poor person who doesn't have money to buy anything, especially because my house is very simple. There's really absolutely nothing in my house. But guys, I just noticed that there's a family right here, and they're really rich. I want to see more or less how they live, especially because they are the richest people in all of Brookhaven. So guys, for that, I'm going to take my car, which is the smallest car of all. I'm coming up front because basically I want to visit them, but I want to visit them without them noticing. So guys, I'm going back here, and now I'm going to have to go in this direction to basically see what's going on. Guys, the reason I'm coming exactly here is because there's a security guard up front, taking care of everything. He's making sure people don't come here. But I noticed that down here there's possibly a thief, especially because he's wearing a mask. But guys, I'm coming closer because I want to see how these people live here in the city. So I'm getting closer. And guys, they really have a lot of money. They are the richest people of all. They have infinite money in Roblox. Guys, this is impressive. They have money all over the house. I'm sure the thief down there probably wants to steal all of it. But guys, there's a problem. The security guard is coming right here. He knows I'm right here, and now he wants me to leave. He said, leave. This house isn't yours for you to be looking through the windows. Yeah, that's kind of obvious. Guys, unfortunately I'll have to leave. But then the player just arrived right here. He said, let him come here. He's going to have dinner with us. Guys, this is really weird. I don't know why I'm going to have dinner with them since I'm a poor person, and normally they don't help me. Actually, they've never helped me. But guys, the security guard just left. He's going back to the front to guard their house. But guys, he's not doing his job right because there's a thief down here who's basically watching everything. Guys, but he's coming back here, probably to open this exact door. And now, finally, I can come inside. Guys, I'm coming right here. And now I said, hi. Guys, he really helped me a lot by letting me come inside. He said, come eat candy. Guys, these people really are good people, which is impressive. Now he's going back here. But guys, there's money on the floor, and if I took it, I'd be a multimillionaire. There's probably $1 billion inside here thrown around in random places. Really, this is impressive. But guys, I'm going to take this candy right here, especially because I'm really hungry. She said, hey, we're going out. Take care of the house for us. Okay, I'll take care of this house for you, especially because it's going to be very important because guys, they have a lot of money, so I'm going to take care of their house while they're gone. But guys, that thief is finally leaving. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing, but most likely he's going back to his house in Roblox, and I don't really know which house is his. So I'm looking here, and apparently that house on the left is his house, since he's going in there. Really, this is his house. Guys, it's good to know that, because if he steals the player's money, I'm going to tell them what's happening. But guys, it looks like both of them are going to leave, and he actually said, bye, guys. They're going down here to get their car. I even want to see which car they're going to choose, especially because there are several interesting cars, but they can only choose one car, and in this case he picked the one in the middle. Guys, she got in, and now they're basically leaving. But while they're leaving, I'll have to take care of their house, which isn't that hard. I just have to keep an eye on everything to see if anyone tries to steal the money, but that's not likely to happen. After all, there's a security guard here who's helping me take care of the house. So guys, I'm watching everything. I'm even eating an ice cream here. Actually, this is candy. But guys, I want to get more candy. I'm going to take this one right here, especially because I'm hungry, guys. But the security guard, he's coming back here, probably to take care of the house. He said, "Hey man, stay quiet, okay?" Guys, I don't know what's going on, but he came back here, and from what I saw, he took this money. Guys, this is weird. He really took this money without permission. He asked me not to tell them. He said, "Take it now. Don't tell them about this." Guys, he wants to give me this food. But listen, I'm not going to stay quiet just because he gave me this food. But now he's pointing at me with this item. Guys, now I think he's threatening me. He said, "If you report me, you're done." Guys, this is really weird. And now, it looks like he finally left. Really, this is very good because I was starting to get scared. But guys, as soon as they come back, I'm going to tell the truth about what's happening. Even though there's a lot of money here, I'm still going to tell them the truth because it's really important. But guys, now they finally came back to their house. Guys, he's leaving his car right here, and now he's coming upstairs to say something. But I have something to say to him, something very important. Guys, he came right here. He said, "Hey, nothing serious happened, right? Look, I'm sorry to tell you, but your security guard is the worst security guard ever because he basically stole money. He's standing right here pretending he's doing his job while he actually stole the money, and he's basically watching the whole city." I said, the security guard stole money, and it's true. Seriously, this is true. But guys, now even he got scared not understanding what's going on. But now he's checking the cameras to see if what I said is true. And unfortunately, it is true. He did steal money. He stole the money suitcase that was right here because there are several around the house, and he probably thought the player wouldn't notice one of them went missing. He said he really did steal. I'm going to talk to him. Guys, he's going back there. And look, I'm not going with him because I don't want the player to know I was the one who reported him. But guys, there's a TV program showing here. I'll take the chance and watch it. Meanwhile, the player is confronting him, and guys, he's probably going to be fired. He said, "Give me my money back. I saw the footage, or you'll be arrested for theft." Guys, even he got scared, and now he's going to have to return the money. In fact, he took it and really gave it back. He said, "Please don't fire me. I love my job." Look, I really doubt that, because if he actually loved his job, he wouldn't have stolen money. But guys, I think he's going to be fired. I'm just watching from here everything that's going on up front. But guys, the player is saying something. I can't see what he's saying. But guys, most likely he was fired. In fact, he just left. He jumped down here, and now he's going back to his house. Guys, this security guard is really weird, because he's going back to his house in Roblox. I don't know if this is his house, or if the other one is his house, but it's probably this one. He's going back there. But guys, the player just got his money back. He just opened this door. He said, "This is the money he stole. Take it for yourself." Guys, he just gave it to me. This really is impressive. He said, "Buy yourself a new house and a good car." Okay, I'll do exactly that, guys. He helped me so much. I didn't expect him to do all this. But guys, now I have all this money. I can buy a bunch of things. So now I'm going back here. But actually, my car is right here. I left it hidden in the middle of nowhere. So guys, I'm running here to get my car. Perfect. I just got right here, and now I have to buy the new car. So guys, I'm going back here, and I'll have to turn here at the dealership because that's going to be really important. So guys, I'm arriving right here, but there's a problem. The police officer saw the way I was driving, and now he's basically coming over here. Guys, this is really bad. I'm going to have to stop right at this location, especially because he pulled up in front to see what's going on. Guys, but I'm just a normal person, and he's pointing at me with this item, but he got mad. He said, "Why were you speeding like that, and you're not even old enough to drive?" Look, I know that. Guys, I'll raise my hands to avoid problems. He said, "Good, you already made my job easier by raising your hands, because now you're under arrest." Guys, this is really weird. There's absolutely nothing I can do to stop myself from being arrested. I just got arrested anyway. But guys, that player just showed up here, and he's coming to see what's going on. But that player from before, he's the richest person of all. He even grabbed some money and literally gave it to the police officer, and now the officer is happy. He said, "Okay, I'll pretend nothing happened." Now he got back in his car and really left. Guys, this was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. Really, the police officer accepted money so he wouldn't arrest me here in Brookhaven. But guys, this is great. I'm finally safe, and now I'm not going to jail anymore. But he went back to the same spot as before, so I better be careful. But guys, he's looking around here. He said, "Let's buy a new car for you." Guys, that's true. I came here exactly to buy a new car, especially because my current car is really simple. I'm going to leave my car right here for sale because I don't want it anymore. And now I'm coming over here because I want a new car. Guys, but he got here too. I said, "I want a really cool car. Seriously, that's what I want." But he came back right here to grab my car. But guys, he just showed this car. I think this car looks pretty interesting. I have enough money to buy it. He said, "Wait, that's a lot of money. You can get the best one." Okay, I want to see what car I can get. But guys, he just picked this car. Really, this is impressive. He also got this other car, and even this other one. But none of them are going to be good for me, especially because I'm really short, and if I get in the car, I won't be able to drive it. So it has to be a car specifically for me. He said, "I already know which car will work for you. Just watch." Watch. Guys, I don't know what car he's talking about, but I'm watching here, and he just picked this car. Guys, this car is really impressive. I can actually drive it. I can see everything that's going on. Guys, this is really good. Even the player is checking it out. He said it only costs $50,000. Guys, I'm pretty sure I'm going to want this car, especially because it's really good for me. But that player went back there to choose another car. Okay, guys, I'm getting out of this car, especially because I want to see which car he's going to pick. He just picked this car. Guys, this car is really impressive. I can more or less see what's going on, but the steering wheel is really high. I can't see properly. I said I'm going to want the previous car. I've already decided which car I want. I want exactly the one that showed up before, especially because it's the perfect height for me to drive without problems. He said, the modified car or not? Yes, I want the modified car. I said, modified car. That's exactly what I want. So guys, he's going back there to get my car. Really, this is very good. But guys, he just arrived right here. This car is perfect. But now I'll have to send the money, especially because this wasn't free. So I'm going to give him the money. He said, wait, let me pay. Guys, it looks like he wants to pay for it. So the player grabbed some money, and now it's already paid. He said, perfect. Now just sign this contract. Apparently, I'll have to sign this so the car can finally be mine. So guys, I'm signing it exactly the way he asked, and now I'm handing it back. Perfect. He just took it, and now the car is finally mine. He said, congratulations on the purchase. Enjoy. For sure I'm going to enjoy this car, especially because this car is impressive. So I just got inside, and the player is checking it out too. But guys, the engine is exposed. Really, this is very cool. And now I'm driving the car. Guys, this car is really interesting because I can see everything that's going on. It's similar to my previous car, except the police officer is looking at it. He said, and are you old enough to drive? Look, definitely not. Guys, I'm getting out of here fast, especially because I don't want to go to jail, and I also want to test this car's speed. But guys, the police officer is coming right here, so now I'm going back here. And guys, he's also coming here, but he doesn't know how to drive his car, so I just got back here. He's also coming this way. But guys, I'm going to make him crash into my car, and he really crashed there. I'm sure he's really mad. But guys, the good thing about getting this car is that it can climb mountains in an impressive way, especially because this car was made for that. It was made to drive on sand, and maybe it also works for mountains too. So much that the police officer is trying and he can't. Literally, he can't climb this. But guys, now I'm finally going to leave here, especially because I have to go back home, and I also have to take this player back to his house, since this is his car. He's going to have to take it back. He said, do you want to have dinner with us? Look, I definitely want to, especially because they're really nice people. But now he's going back there, heading back to his house. And guys, I'm going to follow him, especially because I want to have dinner at his place. This is really going to be so cool. Now he's going up here. I'm following him. And guys, his house is huge. He really has an impressive house, but I'm going to leave my car outside, especially because I'm not part of their family. But guys, now it's getting dark. It's really turning to night, so I'm going to have dinner at their house. Guys, now I'm coming inside, and apparently she's right here. She said, go to the closet and change your clothes. Okay, guys, I'll do that, especially because I haven't changed my clothes since I got rich. After all, I have a lot of money. This suitcase has at least $10 million in it. Really, that's a lot of money. But I'm arriving right here at the closet, and I'm going to change clothes. Perfect. Now I look better. Really, I'm ready for dinner. So guys, she's heading back there. I'm following her, especially because I want to eat dinner here too. So I'm going to grab this burger right here, and now we're basically having dinner. But guys, their family is really nice. He said, hey, do you want to be adopted by us? We're cool parents. Look, I definitely want to. Guys, this is going to be great. I said, yes, I do. Guys, I really want to do this. He said, sign this. So he gave this to me, and guys, I'm basically going to have to sign this contract. So I'm signing it here. And now I'm officially part of their family. He said, congrats, you're one of us now. Guys, this is really great, but now it's completely nighttime. He said, let's go to sleep. Choose a room for yourself. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to choose a room, but this house has a lot of rooms. There are rooms right here. There are also other rooms over here, and also a room right in this part, which is really a giant room. But I think I'm going to choose the room upstairs, especially because it's really the best one, since it's really high up. So guys, I'm arriving right here, but there are two rooms here. There's this one, and also this other room. But I'm going to choose this one, especially because it has a balcony that's really cool. But guys, this is really good. He said, good night. Apparently, he's going to sleep now, since he's going to his room to sleep right here. And now he turned off the light. But guys, there's a player coming here who probably wants to rob his house. So guys, I'm basically going to throw eggs at his car. Perfect. I'm throwing a bunch of eggs here so he really leaves. Guys, he just got out of his car. He said, stop that. I'm going to rob this house even if you don't want me to. I'm going to keep throwing eggs right here just to make him really mad. Now it looks like he left. Finally, he ran away, especially because that player wanted to rob my parents' house. I'm arriving here in this city, which is one of the weirdest cities I've ever seen, especially because all the houses are protected. It doesn't really make sense what they did, since this city is just a normal city. But I just bought this house, especially because it was very cheap, even 3 times cheaper than the other neighborhoods. But I just got here, and I want to talk to the neighbor to see what's going on. I want to understand why all the houses are protected, and maybe he knows how to answer that. But he just got up here, and he said, you're new here, I already know your question. Apparently, he predicted the future, since he already knows what I'm going to ask. But I want to hear his answer. I said, why are the houses so protected? Seriously, all the houses are unnecessarily protected with a few exceptions and even some damages, but I want to know the truth. I want him to tell me everything that's going on. He said, it's because at night ghosts appear in your house and then make you disappear. Man, but ghosts don't exist. I don't know how he's saying this like it's true, but I know for sure that it's not true because it doesn't make sense. He said, it is true, and he got really mad. I don't know why he's so angry, but I really think I shouldn't have said that. It's just that I really doubt ghosts actually exist. But now I'm going back to my house, and just to be safe, I'm going to protect my house. Maybe ghosts don't exist, but maybe they protected their houses because of robbers, and that would make a lot more sense. But now, a player showed up here. I don't know why he came here, and he said, I'm from the FBI. Are you a builder? Yes, basically I'm a builder. I build houses and much more. I can do whatever he wants, as long as he pays me. He said, come over later, but first enjoy your new house. Wow, thank you so much, because I really just bought a new house, and I have to check out what's inside. Especially because it looks like there's a lot of cool stuff. This is my house in Brookhaven. It's really my dream house, but it looks like on the first day I'm here, I'm already going to have to protect myself. So now I'm building some barricades on my house to avoid problems, to prevent my house from being robbed. Perfect. This is looking pretty cool. Now I'm going to place it on this other side too, because I have to put this all around the house. Okay, now I'm coming over here because I'm going to put it on these windows too. And now my house is looking like this. I should probably place it here too, and even here on the sides. But before that, I want to see what the player wants, since he called me to his house. So I arrived right here and I'm waiting for him to answer. Now he answered me, but I want to see what he wants. He said, I need you to be bait and bring the ghosts into my house tonight. Guys, but he's saying it in such a weird way that I'm even starting to think this might be true. But now he has this money. Look, if he gives me this money, I'll agree to do this job. And apparently he gave it to me. Guys, this is really good. But he also gave me this camera. I don't know why he gave me this, but maybe it's so I can record the ghosts. He said, bring them into this room. Apparently, he's talking about this room, so I'll bring the ghost exactly here. But this is really strange. Now I'm leaving here, and my house apparently is perfect. I really doubt it needs any more protection. But over there is an abandoned house, and it looks like there's a lot of stuff inside. Actually, there's a person up there. I don't know why, but it looks like there's a person up there, and he's really watching everything, except he has a weapon, and his house looks really strange. I'm coming over here to talk to this player, because his house is strangely destroyed. It's like he's not afraid of danger, since his house isn't protected. Actually, his house is the least protected of all. It's like he's not afraid of danger, because he is the danger. But now he just got here. He's a really weird player. He said, don't obey what he said. He wants you to disappear. Man, but he paid me a lot of money. There's no way I can just go and disobey him. I really can't do that. He said, he won't be in that room to protect you. It'll be just you and the ghost. Look, I'm going to ask him to see if that's true, because I can't trust a totally random player who just showed up out of nowhere, and now already went back to his house. But his house is really weird. He has things that normal human beings don't have. He literally has an alien here, and besides that, he has a weapon here. I really can't trust this player. But guys, just to clear up my doubt, I'm going to ask him if he's going to be here at night, and also how he's going to protect himself from the ghost. But he's right here, and he's holding this item. I said, are you going to be here when I arrive? Seriously, he needs to tell me that. This is the most important thing of all. But he's just staring at me. He said, of course I will. I'm going to use this item to keep the ghost away. This item has supernatural powers. Guys, if what he said is true, this is impressive. But if he's lying, then this is a big problem. But now I'm heading back here, except this player seems really suspicious. I actually believe he's lying. So I want to trust this player, but just to be safe, I'm basically going back to my house and I'm going to keep an eye on him in a way that he doesn't notice. So I'm heading back here, and now I'm watching everything that's happening, but I'm really well hidden. If he leaves his house, it'll be really hard for him to notice I'm here. He'd have to look really closely. But just to be extra careful, I'm coming back here, and I'm going to get up on my roof. First I have to jump right here, and then on my roof. And now I can see everything clearly. I basically want to observe if this player is going to leave his house, so I'm watching everything. Guys, it looks like he left his house, and now he's going into his garage. It looks like he's messing with something in there. This FBI player is really weird, but I don't know if he's actually from the FBI. Most likely he's lying. But now he's going back there. He hid behind this sign, because he wants to watch me enter his house literally with the ghost. But that's not what's going to happen. I'm going to obey everything that this player said, especially because he seems really smart. It looks like he knows the truth about what's happening in the city. But now it's finally getting dark, and even that player is going back to his house. Guys, he locked his door and just turned off the lights. This is really weird. The player in this house is my friend, and now he basically turned off the TV, and he's also coming over here to turn off the lights and simply lock up his house. And now it's finally nighttime. But guys, this is really strange. Now he's going upstairs scared. They're all afraid of something, and for some reason, there's a horse here. But guys, now it's 100% nighttime. It's really impossible to see anything, but I'm watching everything with my camera. But guys, I can't see many things. It's really hard to see, but I can still see a few things. And a ghost appeared right here. Guys, he's really strange. And now he's coming over from the front and just walked into this house. Guys, he's going straight into that room. I'm really lucky I didn't go there before, because if I had, that player's plan would have worked. Guys, you can see he's right here, really in that spot. But apparently, he just noticed I'm here. He even said, hi. I don't know why he set a trap for me. He's laughing here and said, you're lucky you didn't go in there. Guys, he really wanted me to disappear. But now the ghost is coming straight toward that player. He saw it and now he's scared. And now he ran off. But guys, the ghost is chasing him. This is terrible. I'm going to take this chance to go down. And guys, I don't know how I'm going to get back to my house, because I'm on the second floor. So I'm coming over here and I'll have to jump right at this spot. But guys, there's something really weird here. I'm going to grab my camera and record him because this is very strange. Perfect. I took a few pictures. Guys, this doesn't make any sense. But now he disappeared. I don't know where he went, but I'm climbing up to the top of my house because I'm really scared of this. Guys, I really don't know where he went, but suddenly he's right here, literally right behind me. Guys, I don't know how I'm going to escape from him. I honestly have no idea. But guys, there's a player coming right up front. He actually arrived right here. He said, "Come here." But to get over there, I'm going to have to pass by this ghost. Guys, I don't know how I'm going to do that. So I'm coming around the back, and now I'll have to go down here. But he disappeared from here. Actually, he's right here. Guys, I don't know how he got here so fast. This really doesn't make sense. But I'm going down into this house, and now he'll finally be able to get out of here. Guys, he has to run out of here, literally as fast as possible. But guys, there's a ghost here again. It showed up here, but the player it was chasing disappeared. He most likely vanished. But now that player is coming back here. Guys, I hope this works out this time, because I'm really scared. But now he went back into his house. I don't know why he went back inside. But guys, I'm following him, and he grabbed this flashlight and said, "It's all good. It's already getting light out." Guys, I'm looking outside and it really is getting light. This is actually really good. I was just saved by the player, but I want to know the truth about the entity. That ghost was really strange because it teleported. He said, "I also don't know how they work, but I know where they came from." Guys, now he's coming upstairs and I'm following him again, but he stopped right here and he's looking at this alien. I don't know why he's looking at that, but now he's looking at me. He said, "This house is where they came from, and this house isn't mine, just so you know." Okay, so apparently this house isn't his, but he's investigating it because he found these things here. But guys, this house really has very strange things. It's so strange that I'm taking pictures because I think this is going to be really important. Now I'm going upstairs, and guys, I really don't know how he found this house, or who was the person that did these experiments in this house. I would really like to know. He said, "It's impossible to leave this neighborhood. Everyone who leaves gets cursed and disappears." Look, so that explains a lot about what happened to the owner of this house. He left out the back and disappeared, and it most likely wasn't the entity that did it. And guys, basically he agreed, which means I was telling the truth. But I want to test this myself, and I'm going to try to leave this city to see if it's true. But guys, now he got really scared. He doesn't want me to do it. He said, "Don't go. It's not worth it." Look, but someone has to have the courage to leave here and find out what's going on with this city, and maybe save everyone. He said, "We've had many brave ones, and none of them ever came back. But maybe I can be the solution and actually save everyone." But guys, now I'm leaving and going back to my house, because I'm going to get ready to save this city. I don't want to live in a city where I'm basically trapped, and he just said goodbye. He probably thinks this is the end for me. He's really scared of what might happen. But now he came back right here. But guys, I'm coming into this house because this player said he had a device that keeps ghosts away. I want to see if I can find it in his house. So guys, I'm checking everything here, but he didn't leave anything in his house. Actually, there are several boxes here. Guys, I picked up one of the boxes just to see what's inside. Okay, I'm getting to the table. I left the box right here. And guys, I just found this item. It's really the same item he was holding earlier. I don't know if this is going to be important, but it's definitely worth testing. So now I'm going to get my car. And guys, I need to get ready for this. So I'm starting to modify my car to protect myself against ghosts. Perfect, this is really good. My car looks very secure, but now I need to work on the back part, so I'm modifying it, especially because I'm really good at this. Perfect, I finished it. Guys, now I'm ready to leave the city. I'm going to get out of here, because I want to see what happens when I leave the city. But guys, that player left from here. He's probably coming here too. And guys, apparently he wants to leave the city. He said, "Let me come with you. I can't take living in this city anymore." Guys, he really wants to get out, so I'm going to let him come here, especially because he's basically my friend. But guys, there's another player coming from back there. Apparently, he wants to come here too. Both of them can come along. Since there's no problem, all of us need to leave this city as soon as possible. The player from that house is leaving. The owner of this other house is also leaving the city. And that other player disappeared. So now there's only this one left. But I don't know if he'll want to come here. But I have to go over there to invite him. Now the players are coming back here to get in the van. Guys, this has to work because a lot of people are counting on me. They're trusting that my plan is going to work. So this really has to work. Guys, I just arrived at this house and I hope this player comes with us. It looks like he's really coming here, but he doesn't look very happy. Still, even though he's not happy, he came inside. Okay, now we need a plan. I'm basically going to leave the city, but after that, I don't know where I'll go. I don't know which places are safe on this island, but he just left because he has something to say, and he definitely knows of a location. But he grabbed this book. He said, "This book says paradise is between the mountains." It's a book from a guy who escaped. Okay, I don't know how he got access to this book, but the mountains are in that direction, so that's probably where we'll find a shelter for people fleeing the city. He said, this book arrived here by drone, and for some reason, they decided not to come back. Okay, that's really strange. So guys, now we have to go. I'm really not afraid of what's going to happen. But guys, we're heading out while it's still daytime, but for some reason, it instantly turned into night. I don't know how that's even possible. He said, "Run!" That happened because you left the city. Guys, this is really strange, but there's a ghost arriving right here, and it's really coming toward us. Guys, we need to get out of here fast, because he's definitely getting closer. I can see him back there. So now I'm coming up front. I'm really scared of what might happen. Now I'm passing through here, and there's the ghost right there, just watching. Okay, I'm arriving at the mountain, and I don't know if anyone is really going to be waiting for us here. It's very likely that no one is, but I'm moving forward, and apparently, there's a road right here, and we just arrived at a house. Actually, we arrived at a castle. Guys, now he showed up right here, and apparently, it's that friend of mine. He said, get in before it's too late now. He went back inside, so I'm coming in too. And guys, there's no way the van is getting in here, so we'll have to go on foot. It's the only way in. Now they all arrived, everyone is safe, and now my friend locked the gate, but I want to know the truth about what's going on. He said, here, it's night all day, you'll never see the sun again. Guys, if what he said is true, this is terrible, because we need the sun to survive. For those who don't know, I'm in a city where everyone is a fan of Brookhaven. Everyone here loves Brookhaven. But I want to do a very important experiment. I'm going to tell everyone that Brookhaven is ending tomorrow, and that the game will be deleted, because I want to see their reaction once they realize the game is going to be deleted. So for that, I called a friend who's going to help me do this. He said, why do you need an actor? For those who don't know, my friend is going to be an actor, because I'm going to pretend I'm an admin, and I'm a very important person in Brookhaven, but actually I'm not an admin. I'm going to pretend I'm using secret commands, and my friend is going to pretend the secret commands work. I said, I'm going to type secret commands, and you pretend they work. It's really simple. I really hope he understood. And he understood, which is good. Now I'm going to drive my car. He got in here. I'm arriving up front, because I want to see the player's reaction when they see this happen. But there's a player up here. He's watching everything. He said, I know the truth. I don't know what he's talking about, but he's recording me. That's really weird. But now I'm arriving at this lot, and I'm going to change my Roblox avatar. Here on the right, I'm going to search this word, and I'm going to use some very specific items. I look like this. On the right, I'm going to type this name, and I'm going to click the crown down here. And now my name looks like this. It really looks like I'm an admin, because my name is colored. I'm sure this will fool the players. And my friend left. He said, why is that guy recording you? I think he knows we're going to lie. He probably knows I'm not an admin, guys. I have to go to the player's house and lie to them that Brookhaven is ending. But this player won't stop spying on me. I don't know if he knows the truth or if he's just messing with me. But now, I'm going to record him too. Since he's recording me, I can also record him. And apparently he left. He finally left, which is really good. But my friend is staring at me. He said, let's avoid talking to him. Okay, let's avoid that, because I don't know if that player is a good guy or if he wants to tell people that I'm not an admin. But I'm arriving at this player's house to tell her that I'm basically an admin. She showed up right here, and she just said, hi, guys, I have to prove to the player that I'm a real admin. So guys, my friend is right here. I'm going to type this command in the chat. Now my friend can't move anymore. He's completely frozen. He can't move anymore. I want to prove to the player that I'm an admin. She showed up right here. She said, let him move. He didn't do anything wrong. I don't know if I should let my friend move again, but I'm going to type this command in the chat. And now my friend can move. Finally, he's back to normal. He's acting really well. But I want to see what she thinks about this. She said, what do you want? Guys, I'm going to tell her now that Brookhaven is ending. I said, Brookhaven is ending because of copyright. I'm lying because I want to see the player's reaction. She said, but why? I'm going to have to make up a lie. But I don't know what lie I should say, because it doesn't make sense for Brookhaven to suddenly end. I said, there's a city called Brookhaven, and it wants the game to be deleted. And believe it or not, there really is a city with that name. But now she got really scared. She's believing it, which is really good. She said, why would the real life city do that? Look, the truth is that all of this is a lie, but the player is believing it. And now the lie is going to spread across the city. I said, I need you to tell everyone the truth. This is really important. Apparently, she agreed and is just going up there to tell the other players what's going on. This is the first player she's going to tell the truth to. He's staring here. Guys, my plan is starting to work. My friend said, hey, look over there. That guy came back. I'm looking back here and that player came back again. And again, he's recording me. He's really weird because he has no reason to be doing this. But he's just recording me because he knows I'm not an admin. And now he just left. He's really weird. But now he's heading into that room. I saw my picture right here. I have to go to his house to figure out the truth of what's going on. Guys, we're heading back there. I want to know why that player has a bunch of pictures of me in his house. Now I'm arriving at the front, but apparently this player is scared because he found out the truth. Now I'm coming into this house. I want to see what he's doing. I don't know how I'm going to get in. He said, just jump. If it really were that simple, it would be very easy. But actually, it's much harder because the wall is huge. And for some reason, he has secret codes. Back here, we have this mountain. I can get in like this. This is going to be pretty easy. I landed right here, and now I'm going to jump inside. It actually worked, but my friend is coming back here. He showed up right here, and he came in through the door. For some reason, the player didn't lock this house, and he left the door completely unlocked. My friend managed to get inside, but he's looking at everything this house. Apparently, there are a lot of pictures of me. I don't know why he has so many pictures, but there are several photos in his house. Literally of my character. I don't know why this is happening, but now I'm going in here. This is really weird. My friend is looking around. He said, why did he do this? Look, I don't know, but he probably knows the truth about what's happening. He knows this isn't the end of Brookhaven. Now I'm checking what's in his house. There's a lot of weird stuff here. There are secret codes. I'm going downstairs, and apparently something happened here. It was something really important. Now I'm going back here. We have this other room, but apparently he's right here. I don't know what he's doing here, but he's also recording me. He said, this is not the end of Brookhaven. I'm going to expose the truth to all the citizens. If what he said is true, that means I have a problem. And now I got banned. He banned me from his house for no reason. My friend is trying to get out of there, but he can't. But he just jumped here. I don't know how he did that, but it was the biggest jump ever. Guys, this player got here, and he also did the biggest jump ever. I don't know how he did it, but he's staring at my friend. He said, goodbye, and my friend got banned. He really got banned from here. He said, hey, did you see? I figured out how to do super jumps. So he really discovered it. And guys, I'm going to use that to my advantage to tell the players that I'm an admin. Now I'm going to carry my friend, and here on the right I'm going to choose the same house as that player, which is exactly this one. And my friend has to go in it, because I want to do the same bug he did. He got here and simply jumped really high. Guys, I can't do that. It's almost impossible. He said, choose the same house as him. I'm coming back here. I'm going to have to get this house and try to do the same jump. I got right here, but it's not working. It only works in his house. It's impossible to do it in my house. So I'm going to make a deal with the player so he lets me use his house. But I don't know if he's going to allow that. He said, you're not an admin. Get out of here now. Guys, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell everyone that I'm not an admin if he lets me use his house. I said, let me use your house, and I'll tell them I'm not an admin, but later, and I'm really going to do that. He said, do you promise to tell them that you're not really an admin? Yes, I'll do that, just later. And guys, he was happy. Now he unbanned me, which is good, and he went back inside. But guys, there's something in his house that makes it possible to do a super jump. I have to get right here and keep jumping. I don't know how this happens. My friend also showed up here, and this only happens in his house. He said, they're going to believe that you're really an admin. That's true. They're all going to believe it. But later I have to tell them that it's a lie. But now they're looking here, and they found out where I am. They realized I'm right here, and they're running here. This is really weird. They believe I'm an administrator. Here on the right, I'm going to grab this item, and then I'm going to get these bleachers, and I'm going to place them here, because I want them to sit here and watch the things I'm going to do. They're all here. She said, why is Brookhaven going to end? Look, I'll tell you later. But right now I have something very important to say. Perfect. The gate is closing. Now I'm going to be able to do the super jump. But there's a player running here. Apparently he's coming my way. I don't know why he's coming so fast. He just got here. Really, I don't know what he's doing. He said, you're a liar. You're not even an admin. He's starting to doubt that I'm an admin. He's doubting my abilities. But now I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to do a super jump like this. I'm trying to do it, but it's hard. This time it's not working, but in my house it's working. Now they're all coming over here, and I have to show them this happening. I'm going to do the biggest jump ever, and now it's not working. They're watching here. They're losing hope. She said, you're not an admin. Look, actually I am, but for some reason it's not working in my house anymore. But my friend is right here, and unfortunately I'm going to have to ban him from the game. We're going to pretend that he's going to be banned because the players have to believe that I'm an admin. I'm going to write this command in the chat, and unfortunately my friend is going to be banned. He disappeared, and his house also vanished. So I proved that I'm an administrator, and now they're all scared. He said, you're really an admin? Oh my god. Yes, I'm an administrator. But she's staring at me. She said, today is the last day of Brookhaven. Yes, it really is the last day. But my friend showed up over there. He's in that spot, and apparently he came back. But he has to hide, or the players will realize he's here. So now he went back there so no one would notice. But guys, there was a player who found out what happened. He's going after my friend. He knows my friend wasn't banned and that he's right here eating candy. But the player is coming here. This is terrible. Now he knows the truth. My friend is looking back here. He found out that I'm not an administrator. He grabbed a camera and is taking pictures. This is really bad because he's coming here to show the pictures to the players. Guys, this is really bad. And my friend is still eating candy over there. Now I'm taking them for a ride because I don't want the player to show the others the truth about what's happening. He's arriving right here. But I'm getting out of here, and the bus is almost tipping over. It's about to flip, but I'm taking them to the tourist spots, like this place here. I said, enjoy the last day of Brookhaven. Guys, they all got off right here. They're coming to see everything in this location. But now I'm going to become a real admin, because I have the Brookhaven map. I can change things, and I can also write this secret command to basically fly like this. This is really interesting. I'm going to invite them to follow me on Roblox. But guys, that player came back here. This is terrible. He's coming our way. Unfortunately, we're going to have to continue the trip on this bus. I said, said, come here, the trip will go on. Seriously, they have to come. Now they're getting in here. Really, everyone got here. And the last player came in too. So now I'm going to leave before that player catches up with us. He's following us non-stop. He really wants to tell the players the truth. Now I'm running back here, and the bus flipped over. But now I'm running away from here. I'm getting up front, and I'm going to climb up here. I'm coming right here. But that player climbed up too, and apparently he's staring at me, except he's angry. He said, tell them the truth. You promised you would tell the truth. So I'm going to tell the truth. But first I want to test one last time if I'm finally going to be able to do the super jump, because apparently he got up here just by doing the super jump. Guys, I'm going into my house, and I'm going to try this again. So I got here and it worked. For some reason, I can do the super jump, and now I'm going to try one more time. Perfect! I did it! I don't know why this happens, but I can even climb on this house like I'm an admin. I said, guys, I'm not an admin. It was a lie. I'm telling the truth just like he asked, because that was our deal. But they're staring at me. They just found out that I'm not an administrator. He said, you literally did the biggest jump ever. You are an admin. Look, actually no. Now I have a new problem, because the players don't believe me. They think I'm an admin, but I promised that player I would tell the truth. And now they don't believe me. That player said he's not an administrator. And that's true. Guys, they all got mad and grabbed his axe. That's not very good. Now he left, but the players are going after him. All the players are chasing him because they believe that player is lying. That was really weird. But I'm going to enter my game. But before that, I'm going to have to remove this. And now I place this because it's going to be very important. And all the people who join will have to go through the challenge to get access to my game, where I'm the admin. I'm getting through everything. I don't know how I'm passing it all. And I made a mistake. And it was really weird to have passed everything. I can type this command in the chat and I'll fly like this. But now that I'm an admin, there's something important I want to do. Back here we literally have a giant rocket, but there's not just one rocket, there's another one that's glitched, because this rocket is lying down. And we have 4 rockets here, which is really weird. And now a player just joined. But what he doesn't know is that I'm the admin of the game. So if I type this command in the chat, he will basically fly. He disappeared in Roblox and was never seen again. But now I'm arriving at this rocket. They're all here. But now they're going to fly. All of them are going to fly at any moment. This is really weird. Now the rocket is flying and the players are just on it. And now they disappeared. But there's a problem. The rocket is going to crash. There are rocket parts falling and they're going to fall on me. That was really weird. A lot of pieces are falling here. But I want to do an even better test. I'm arriving at this other rocket, which is the weirdest of all, because it's lying down. Now I'm inside. But this rocket doesn't work because I have to press this button. But the players are here. And what they don't know is that the rocket is going to launch now. And finally, it was activated here. But for some reason it's going up. I didn't expect that to happen. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button and I'll add you on Roblox.